my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meach.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meach. It's time to dish tea with Big Meach. It's time to dish tea with Big Meach. It's time to dish tea with Big Meach.
Darling. Hello. What's going on to all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, my tea leaf readers, and my tea baggers. What's your tea? What is your tea, darling? This is another glorious day. My sweethearts, honey, I know you have all of your crumpets together because, darling, you know what time it is, darling. And it's time to dish tea. And you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meach. What's up? Yes, I know it's been a minute, honey, that I've been before you. Let me just put this on mute. I know it's been a minute. However, I wanted to make sure that I stay true to the audience and carry it on, honey. Y'all know we've been running this campaign and things of that nature, honey, and it is really something. Running this campaign, my darling, has really been something. And sweethearts, let me tell you, it is a wonderful, wonderful grand education for me. Okay? But we won't get into all the specifics of that outside of saying that early voting starts Monday, October 16th, 2023, and election day is going to be November 7th, 2023. And runoff, because I believe we're going to go into a runoff, the runoff is December 5th, okay? So we'll get all off into that a little later, all right? But right now, I want you guys to just come with me and explore a couple of things, honey. I know, Gru. What is it? I need my dish of tea on Fridays and Saturdays. I know, honey. Yes, honey. I have been sitting up here, baby. It has just been a struggle for me to get in front of you on the camera because a lot of my energy and stuff, I really had to motivate myself on a daily basis because running this campaign, honey, has just been a little bit that way. It's been kind of difficult for me because I'm not a complete one-man army, but when it comes down to doing a lot of other things, honey, I have been like by myself and carrying on. I've been going door to door by myself, except for the other day I had one of my sons come out and he was able to come out with me and go door to door so we could pass out the flyers and, you know, support my campaign. But this has just been a hell of a time. And like today I was going to go out, but I think I've been dealing with the sinus infection because my head, I hate waking up with a headache, because those headaches never, ever leave. So as we're trying to get through all of that, honey, that has been today. And I've been up in here, you know, Theraflu and whatever, and had the heat on, not necessarily hell, but I did have the heat on. So I kind of sweated out and carried on so I can feel better. But those are some of the things that we are going through. So this campaign season has been relatively that way. But in any event, honey, we want to get into today's show because I'm waiting on my guests to check in. I think they're coming in now. Today, y'all see I call this, it is the Midwest Takeover, okay, with Bigredd Entertainment, honey, dishing tea, baby. Yes, my darling, yes. Okay, I've not seen her in a little minute, honey. The last time that I was able to, when we saw each other, honey, was a little while ago, maybe just before the lockdown. And we had a Midwest takeover here in Atlanta, more so here in College Park. It was an artist showcase that carried on. We were down there doing the thing. and things of that nature, honey. She brought her artists in, and y'all know my co-host Big Red, he was there with his artists and carried on. And the Big Red and Big Red, they're collaboratives and carried on, right? Both of them being from Chicago, and they brother and sister thing. And it has just been that way. So, life is life, and the lockdown had us on and carrying on all together. But now she's ready to come on back out and let the people know, honey, okay, the game ain't over yet, honey. Okay, the game ain't over. Okay, a girl just sit up there, and she had to go back into the barracks and carrying on. Had a little injury, little workout a little bit, sit up there and let the doctor sit up there and say, get their little muscle going and they exercise it. Got back out there on the training court, honey. And then now, how they say, you get back in the game. And I said, God damn it, come on. Okay. So without any further ado, honey, let me bring up, I'm going to call her the female Big Red, honey. This is Miss Big Red of Big Red Entertainment, honey. Coming up in here, girl.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Atlanta. How are y'all doing? I do apologize for tuning in late. I've been running around with one of my besties, one of the biggest global hosts that I know, and you guys will meet her later. Her name is That Girl Olivia, so I do excuse coming in kind of rushed. But it's such a blessing to see you, Big Meach, and I'm glad you gave our story. Yes, I had the great opportunity to be a part of something great. Chirac and Atlanta joined together, and we did amazing. And that showcase was super dope. I brought 27 artists down there, and we went home with all 3 trophies. So I am truly grateful for that. Yes, yes.
Oh, we had such a good time. That girl, we had a time last
Yes,
night.
we did.
But now that you're here with us, explain to us what brings you here to Atlanta this go around. And
well, what brings me
getting
to Atlanta
back into the game, we're processing a little bit, coming and all of that. So give us the tea.
Okay. So outside of me, I'm doing something different today. I want to talk about my friend because she talks about me all the time. But this is the reason I'm in Atlanta today. That girl Olivia is hosting the UMA Awards tomorrow, and she's honoring the icon Louis Gossett Jr., Jagged Edge, and a couple of more people. So she had the opportunity to come down and do a personal interview, plus host this event and do some live stream interviews with some dope people like yourself. So that's what brings me to the ATL. Yes.
All right, then. Well, you know what? And I see she done tapped in. You ready, girl? You ready? I'm okay. Okay. Yeah, she's smiling. Okay, I see you, baby.
So this time, Big Red is gonna do interview second. I want Liv to go first.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That sounds good for me.
It sounds good to you.
That sounds good for me, honey. We can make that
Okay,
happen.
so I'm gonna let my friend go first. Y'all get ready for a storm, baby, a good one. That girl Olivia.
Okay. Well, here she goes. That girl Olivia, come on up in here, girl. Hey, baby, what's going on?
Oh, hey now, hey now, hey now.
Hey, now, what you know no good, baby?
Sure, everything and nothing at all.
Okay, just everything in there, nothing at all. Give it to me. What's happening, Mama? Give us all of this, honey. Being Chicago's radio personality of the year, honey, over there at the Soul 106.3 and things of that nature and things, magazine on the entrepreneur businesswoman. Give us the tea, girl. What's up?
Okay, so first and foremost, I want to say thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate this. I definitely appreciate my friendager. We call each other friendager. So she's not my manager, she's not my manager, but we each other's friendagers. We try to be able to help each other out. People say that Black women can't work together, but we are showing the masses that women in an entirety can work together. We can support each other. We can love on each other, and we can see each other grow. I want to see her grow. So when she wins, I win, and when I win, she wins. So this movement that we're on right now is about living. I am that girl Olivia, and it's time to live. So with living, I have a talk show on Roku called Live. I also I have a show on 107.3 VIP. I do the afternoon show 2 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Tony Schofield is our morning show, so that's exciting. I also do Sunday nights on 106.3, which is FM Chicago. I run a magazine called The Business Magazine, and I am the red carpet queen. And of course, I'm the host that you guys want to book all day, every day. I just recently won Promoter of the Year, Host of the Year, and Radio Personality of the Year in Chicago. And I will be hosting CEO Awards this year as well in Chicago. So it's a lot going on. And tomorrow is Monday.
I love it. A girl is booked and busy, booked and busy. I love it. I love it. But let me ask you this, because I'm loving the sound of your voice. What is it of that drew you to radio that said, you know what, this is my niche, that I can really make a difference in radio?
The fact that I change people's lives. The fact that I can change people's lives. The fact that people walk up to me and they say, oh my God, Olivia, I heard you say this and I did it and it worked. Or, oh my God, Olivia, listening to your story, like, you have to understand, I moved to Chicago with nothing. I moved to Chicago with $20 in a suitcase about 5 years ago with absolutely nothing. I started completely from scratch. And I want people to know that the power of resetting is real. Sometimes we think that reset means I failed, but reset means that you recognize that it's time to start all over. And the power of radio has given me the ability to show women and men and people everywhere that you can. It don't have to be your town. You don't have to be rich, but you can make your dream come true. And that's what radio does. It makes me allow myself to help people's dreams come true. I want to help people become winners. I want to help people be motivated in the little bit that they have. Know that God is real. This is my way of basically conscious. No, I'm not religious. I'm definitely spiritual, but God gave me a purpose, and my purpose is to save the world through motivation. My purpose is to make people believe in themselves again. My purpose is to show people that take a little or nothing and turn it into something, right? And so therefore, there's no circumstance that should set you back. You've been raped, me too. You've been molested, me too. You've been in a domestic violence relationship, guess what? Me too. You've been in jail? Me too.
Okay, give it. Right. Okay. Now you know what, I'm living for that, because see, I always tell folks, be blessed and then become a blessing. Because in that's how we learn how to either pay. I don't like to say give back, because that's so that way. But I say pay it forward, because somebody did for you, then it's your duty to pay it forward. Do it for the next person. Be that who someone was for you. You know what I'm saying? Pay it forward. And I love that. Now, in this, and being able to tool yourself, give us some of the process that it took for you to say, listen, this is one step, this is the second step, and I had to learn how to walk, in order to make the steps. Because a lot of folks, we always say, be sure that you know what the destination is, but a lot of folks think the pit stops are the destination, because they get comfortable at the pit stop. What was that like for you along this journey?
One is, like you said, never get comfortable. Never get comfortable, because as easy as you got it, it's as easy as it can go away. But two is learning to listen. I'm a hothead. I feel like I'm right all the time, and I'm a spoiled brat, and I want things to be my way. And I felt like I knew a lot of stuff, but at the end of the day, there was still a lot of stuff that I needed to learn. And once I decided to learn how to listen, and not listen to people, but to listen to God. I know that's not a religious show, but it's really important, because sometimes we don't listen to what God has to say. We don't follow the signs that He's pointed us in, but we keep on missing our blessings. I could have had a bunch of doors open for me a long time ago, but I wasn't listening. So I had to learn how to listen. I had to learn how to be patient. And I had to learn how to speak with my mouth when I want to come to pass. I needed to say it. Even when things start to get bad, I've had so many downfalls. But thank you, God, you must have did this for me for a reason.
Okay, right.
Yeah, I do affirmations. I listen to Tony Jones a lot. I write on my mirror. I can change the world. I am powerful. I write a new affirmation every day. But of the universe, you don't understand, especially with doing radio. I understand frequency now. I understand waves. I understand vibration. And we are a vibration. And if we want great things to happen to us, we have to say they're going to happen to us. You know, if we want to feel great, even when I'm sick as I don't know what, I still get up and get dressed and I put on my makeup and I do my hair. I may be broke as a dog, but I'm gonna make myself look rich, baby, because the money is come. That's how I make it come to me.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Listen, but no, that's good. That's real good because a lot of times people, you know, they want to stay stuck in their circumstances. And I know we comfortable. I know we at the house and carrying on, but we forget we're the person that we have to impress too. You know what I'm saying? We do everything else for the world. I'm going outside and put my hair and makeup on because I'm going outside. No, if I'm staying at home, honey,
Right.
I can put it on for me. You know, I'm gonna put it on for me. How come I can't feel good and impress me? Well, bitch, you did that. Okay, bitch, you look good. How about that? You know. But in this, you know, let me ask you. Listening, I'm hearing is probably the biggest thing that you learn, and learn how to listen. What is another thing? What you would say? What you can attribute to be your greatest lesson along your journey in this arena?
Allowing myself to say that I'm great. You know, I did a lot of beating down on myself. I was afraid of how great I was. I was afraid of, we are afraid of our own goodness. We are afraid of what we can do next. And we'd be afraid to take that next step. And I had to learn that it's okay to take the next step. Even if I fail, that is not a failure because I tried. And so I had to learn that all my tries were not that big. They were just another way of getting to the next level. You know, I have failed a couple of times, but my failures turned into strength, you know. And then it was learning to trust some of the people around me, to see people for who they really were, and follow my heart. You know, it's really about just paying attention to what's going on right. All the answers are right in front of us. You know, I listened to Pastor Darius Brown, and he said something. He said that your parents birthed you, but God already had He created the path already that you're going to be there. Your parents didn't create the parents. Your parents didn't make you an engineer. Your parents didn't make you a lawyer. Your parents didn't make you, you know, rich. God already had that installed for you. So therefore, you have to allow yourself to let that happen for you. You know, it's about. I just have to say, it's about listening, and then it's about meeting great people, like meeting Brandy Martin. And her story, when I moved to Chicago, she embraced me so. You know, most women are haters, but Brandy, she embraced me in a whole different manner. It made me respect women, even though there's not a lot out there that I do, but the women that are out there made me respect them differently because of the that she's been through, but knocked down and
Right.
get back up. And if she can knock down and get back up the way that she can get back up, then baby, all of us can. We don't have an excuse for why we can't do stuff. There's no such thing as excuses. We got to eliminate excuses from our vocabulary and just do.
I love you.
I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Let me go here. Where's home originally? Because you said you came to Chicago 5 years ago. Where's home originally?
California, baby.
Okay, for Cali.
Bay
Okay.
Area. Like that.
Okay. So now the transition from Cali, you talk about West Coast to Midwest. Girl, what was that like for you?
Hell and high water. Let's just say Chicago is mean. But I learned. You have to. I thought I was tough until I came to Chicago, and I learned. I built character. I built grit. I built perseverance by being here in Chicago. You know, I had the hard work, but then the other part that came with it, you know, not giving up. How many times my mama told me, just come home, just forgive me. And it was like, no, I got to do this. For me at home, I've been homeless in Chicago. I've been robbed in Chicago. I've had a lot of, I ran into an 18-wheeler in Chicago. I've had so many things happen, but I knew that there was something great that was going to happen. And then I just keep meeting people that keep on praying with me and believing in me, and they're like, Olivia, you were supposed to bend it. The lady that I work for right now, she told me, the devil been trying to take you out for a minute, but there's a plan. And so I had to start paying attention to the plan. I had to stop doing things my way, if that just makes sense. And
that's big right there. That's big right there. That's big. Now, you know what? Let's expound on that little piece right there. I had to learn how to stop doing things my way. because we get caught up in everybody saying, oh, I'm a grown ass man, I'm a grown ass woman, and a lot of times, that tunnel vision is rooted in something else. It's not necessarily rooted in anything spiritual or anything that's concrete. It's more so because I'm grown, I could do what I want to do. I ain't got no mama, ain't no daddy telling me this, that, and the other. I'm doing this because I think I like it. I think it feel good. I think. How was it that you had to learn the lesson of, let me get out of my own way and listen to the bigger picture? What was that like for you?
The lessons was one, my picker was off. I was always picking the wrong guys. That's why I was ending up in the situations I was listening. I was always thinking, your mama always, you think your mama doesn't know because she's old, right? And then I kept on bumping into the same walls that she had already ran into where she already did it. And it was like, dang, now I got to call my mama and tell her she was right. I wasn't doing, I wasn't listening. I was being hard headed and I kept on running. The crazy part was I have restarted so many times. The same situation I kept on going through. And it was like, what the heck is this lesson? And it was like, okay, finally I realized you got to get out your way. Because you got it, but you in your own way. I wake up in the morning and I be sad like, oh man, I'm not going to be able to. But if I get out of my way, God already said I was supposed to have it. So let me wake up in the morning and be happy and just go get it. If that makes any sense.
Okay. Cool. So now we've gotten to where you're learning the steps, got to this particular point. You're becoming successful. You're making a name for yourself. Now the journey is beginning. Okay. What is that like for you being a woman in this business where the stakes are always that way because everything has always been a male hierarchy kind of thing. But you coming in, learning the ropes and this, that, and other. What was that like as a woman in this business who had to become a businesswoman and not take the crap?
Let's just say I wish I could cut my titties off and just have nipples. No. I'm just saying.
Right. That's right.
No,
okay.
But in real life, honestly, this business is a very hard business for women, especially strong women, especially women that are not willing to lay down and open their legs to get what they want. I'm not going to lay down and open my legs for it. I'm going to work hard. I'm not going to ask anybody to hand anything to me. I'm going to work hard. I want to prove that I can do the work. I don't want this cute face and these great lips to make you want to give me something. I want my hard work to be the thing. And in this business, it is so hard as a woman. You got to stand strong. And a lot of people be like, dang, Olivia's mean or Olivia's a bee, but I had to learn to stand my ground because Donald Trump stood his ground. Oprah Winfrey stood her ground. P. Diddy stood his ground. Jay-Z stood their grounds. All of them stood their grounds and look at where they are right now. So I had to learn and allow myself, I'm okay with standing my ground. They wouldn't have gave what's the lady that Martha Stewart, they gave her own special cell, but she stood her ground and now look at where she's at, books and dishes and all that good type of stuff. So it's really about just standing your ground and not allowing anybody to make you feel less than. And men in this business will make you feel less than. Men in this business will make you feel like, oh, you just my secretary, but I just kept on moving forward. Even with all the negative talking, I have never got back on Facebook and backlash against the people who've talked bad about me or who have said anything, because I know that vengeance is not mine. And I've allowed God to lead the path of whatever is getting ready to happen next. I trust it. I promise you, I just trust this man because he got me.
Okay.
God got me.
Okay. So now God got you. We on the journey. We are doing. You got your radio gig now. You're a radio personality now. Hey, good evening. Welcome to the Night Storm, and however you do your thing. Okay. Spinning a couple of cute little tunes, keeping them up. What's going on in the news? This, that, and the other. So now you're here. What was it when you started getting out and now you're meeting celebrities and this, that, and other? Because now they're coming to you for the interviews. They're coming to you for, I got a new single, honey. Can we drop it? What is that like for you to get now into the hustle and bustle of it?
It's surreal. I mean, you have to understand a person like B Hype, you know, B Hype that's Twista's hype man. For B Hype to contact me and say, Olivia, I want you to be my manager.
Okay.
Or for Phil Davis from Public Announcement to say, Olivia, we need you on the team. Like, wait, you want me on your team? It's a good
Right, right.
feeling because the sleepless nights and the crying and the starving myself and the sleeping in my car, it all is paying off now. You know, the deciding if I was going to spend money on getting food or put gas in my car to make it to the radio station, even though I know I wasn't getting paid to be at some of those stations, it's all paying off now. And I don't regret anything because the hard work, it will show at the end. Now, sometimes hard work takes longer to show, but at the end of the day, it is going to show. It is going to come to fruition exactly what you want. And so I appreciate it. And I don't know. I'll do it all over again if I had to, if that makes any sense. But it feels good.
Oh,
It's like this whole warm feeling inside my body to know, like, I did it. And for my mom, like to my grandfather, I'm gonna tell you this, my grandfather, he's never really supported any of this business. My family, they like entertainment, girl. I used to be a DJ. My mom was like,
right.
that's so ghetto, don't do that. So I quit DJing. You know, like my family was not behind. They was like, you're just going to parties all the time. But now they actually send me money to support it because they believe in it. They see what it is. Like, and it's a beautiful thing because I know for sure that I'm gonna be able to buy my mama that house. I know for sure that it's worth it.
Right.
And I know for sure that all this hard work that I'm doing, I get to open up other doors. Like today, bringing my friend with me to meet Lou Gossip Jr. Like, what? We was in his house today. Like, that was epic. And so to be
Ooh,
able to give that and to
right.
bring people in, there's no better feeling. It's no better. And I just want to work hard now. I just want to work harder and harder and harder, you know?
Exactly. Exactly. So now in working harder and you know, now you force your way from not only being a radio personality to now you're a businesswoman because you now established the magazine. What was that like to go to that next step? Because like, okay, we're here now. We get to brand, and I could brand myself to get to do this, and then all the other things. What is that like for you as an entrepreneur and a businesswoman to say, "Ooh, let's capitalize this"?
Yeah, it's still unbelievable. I still, you know, when I go places with Brandy or when I go places with some people, they be like, Olivia, why you don't tell people who you are? I'm like, no, I just want to they'll figure it out and it'll come. But
Right,
it's just I can't really explain
Lord.
what it's
So
like
tell
and
us
where
about
it's
the
going, but I
magazine.
just know it feels good. And I want women to know that we can accomplish anything. I want people to know that you can accomplish anything. I want people to know with $0 in your pocket, if you're listening to me right now, with $0 in your pocket, you still got this. You still got this, and you still can be successful, and you still will become rich, and you still will achieve every single goal that you want to achieve because you got to believe in yourself. Even when things get hard, I say it all the time. Even when you feel like you're knocked down, remember, weebles wobbles, but we don't fall down.
Go down. Ah. Okay, I call that the process. The process is sandpaper for the soul. Because everything that we go through, the crying, the boo-hoo, and 3 o'clock in the morning calls, the oh my God, why is it happening? Okay, yeah, I got it, sister. Oh, I don't feel like doing this shit today. All of that, I call it the process. And just like sandpaper, when you're sanding something down, honey, it's got to go through, and depending on how hard the job is, as to how coarse the sandpaper is. So it's got to scrape and scrape
Mhm.
and scrape until it gets down to that finish. When it gets down to that finish, baby, the finish is going to just be nice and clean and pristine, a beautiful natural look. And that's what the process does to all of us when you enter it. Because, baby, oh, they say you got to go through the fire to come out gold. Bay and B, honey, when that fire gets to heating and get hot,
They get real hot.
okay, when you feel like you're melting instead of sweating, oh yeah, okay.
Now you winning.
Bam. So now give us all an overview of the weekend that you're down here for, and why is this important to you? I mean, you alluded to and saying Lou Gossett Jr., but what is it for you this weekend, honey? I'm excited for you.
Well, this weekend is it's a staple. It's a movement. It's a motion forward. It's what it means to be able to keep on moving forward. I have to be honest with you. Probably about a month ago, I was in jail. I was in jail for about 25 days, and I thought I was getting ready to lose everything because I
Mm,
made a stupid mistake, and I thought that I was not going to be able to overcome it. And a lot of people second guessed me. A lot of people was like, well, now she ain't never gonna go forward. And when I
mm,
got out of jail, I prayed and prayed and prayed, and I had a good support system like Brandy and 1073 VIP, Sharita. They all supported me so hard. It was like everything flipped around. I went from being sad and thinking that I couldn't do it to every single, I promise, I kid you not, every single door just opened that I did not think was going to open
mm,
for me. I ended up going down to North Carolina and hosting because I'm a part of Fleet DJ, so I'm a Fleet DJ host. So I ended up going down there and hosting an event for Fleet DJs, coming back and then getting booked to do this UMA Awards, and then coming back and then 1073 turns around and tells me they want me to be their promotional manager for the station. It was like every single door that had to open for me end up opening because while I was in there, I told God that, okay, I hear what you're talking about and I see it. And when I got out, he showed me,
mm,
if you listen to me, this is what's going to happen. And so this trip for me is proof that yes, I made some mistakes, but guess what? I know how to fix them, get over them, and grow from them. And now this is showing that we all can be successful even in our downfalls. This proves to me that I'm not a failure. This proves to me that all the hard
mm,
work that I've been doing this since 2010, that it's worth it, that the light at that end of the tunnel is basically almost here. Like the winnings is here. You know how you just keep on putting pennies and quarters in the slot machine
yeah,
and you're
and
like,
big,
when am I gonna win? When am I gonna win? When am I gonna win? And then all of a sudden, jackpot! You're like, what
right.
in the fringe? And this is my jackpot. This is me pulling that lever, and all the coins are falling out right now, and everything else is getting ready to happen. And the people who stuck by me, the people who trusted that I was going to do what I said I was going to do, are the people that are going to win from this. I'm going to win because the people around me are going to win, because I'm only doing this so that I can help other people win. And this is a winning season. This is the season of
Mm.
living. This is the season of it's time to live
That
because
girl
I
Olivia,
am
honey.
that
Ha.
girl Olivia.
Okay, that girl Olivia. That's what it is. Ha. Okay. You said that she's Olivia. Okay, that girl Olivia. Right. Liam. Okay.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Dig it. Okay. Okay. So now that we're in the season, now that you overcome a setback, which happens to everybody, and I'm thank you for being that kind of because I have a setback, whether it is through choice or not or circumstance, that I don't know how to recover. I can't recover. I won't recover. The world gonna see me this way and this, that, and other. But it becomes, you know what? No, let me sit down. Let me process it. Accept what my responsibility in it.
Mm-hmm.
Apply the lesson
Mm-hmm.
and then move forward. Okay.
Exactly.
Now that we're here, what is on your horizon, girl? Because after you get through this weekend, this thing, okay, you got things lined up. Where do you see, if you were to do a 10-year plan, just hypothetically a 10-year plan, where would you see yourself in 10 years from today?
So first and foremost, my magazine will be in all the stores. It will be making money while I'm sleeping. So I will be in every single store that you can think of: Best Buy, Walgreens, Rite Aid, everything that you can think of. The magazine is going to be worldwide. Two, I will be your number one female media mogul. This is takeover season. I am the woman to look out for when it comes to media broadcasting. As far as print, I got that. That's my magazine. Radio, I got that. That's the 107.3. And then TV, I got that too because I got my talk show. So I consider myself a media mogul. And then also, I will be booked and busy and being booked all over the world to do motivational speaking because that's the end game here is to do some motivational speaking all over the world. I want to be able to get booked and come out and talk to young girls and young men and everybody to let them know that that where there's a will, there's a way. And that in the next 10 years, I'm just going to be traveling from state to state, city to city, country to country. Me and Brandy, we're gonna be going all over the world, and we're gonna be making sure that women understand how great they are. Like that is the goal. My mama, I'm gonna buy her house, and the few people that stuck with me, I'm gonna buy all of them some cars, and we're gonna be living. At the end of the day, this is the process. I definitely want to get back into teaching broad. I teach kids from 4 to 12 years old how to podcast. So eventually, I definitely, hopefully by the end of that 10 years, I'm opening up my school. Yes.
Oh, sister, wait a minute. Okay. Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Because, okay. See, now my mind is going because in the state of what our educational system is right about now, you know what I'm saying? To say, listen, I'm going to get an open school to teach kids, get them by their babies so that it becomes second nature to them, how to broadcast, how to podcast, how to, understand the tools that they have for the good, because we already know what social media can do when it's done on the dark side or whatever.
Exactly.
How important is that to you to shape and mold these young minds, honey? What? Just explain that if you can, because you may not be able to explain it. It may be a feeling, but what is that like for you to mold and shape these babies?
It's everything because see, back in the day, we used to have TV shows like Family Matters, and Different Strokes and A Different World. We had those TV shows that we got to look at and we got to see positive Black families.
Exactly.
We had great magazines to open up the pages like Jet Magazine and Ebony Magazine. A lot of those things have disappeared. So my goal is to subconsciously teach again, get back to giving them somebody that they can be inspired by. These young kids are smarter than us. They are so smart. They soak up everything. They can handle a computer better than half of us, right? So at this point, because they're so smart, this is the time to grab them, to let them know that we care. Because right now, the reason why we're losing the kids is because they don't think nobody really cares. There's nobody really being consistent with them. Yes, Mommy is gonna give me my phone, and that's gonna be my babysitter. Daddy's gonna give me my video games, and that's gonna be my babysitter. But who's asking me what I want to be when I grow up? Back in the day, that was a question that we used to ask the kids. Now, when the kids come and sit in my when they sit in my class, and I ask them that, they look at me like I'm crazy. No, and they look at me and they smile like, you want to know what I want to? Yes, I want to know what you want to do, so that we can get to that point, because the kids are the future. We need to be able to look at where we're going right now. This is a poor right now. We're in a bad shape. And if somebody doesn't snap back these kids and make them feel that they're loved, that they matter, and that they're good at something, then we're going to lose the world that we have right now. And we're going to go back to being animals. And nobody wants to do that. So shaping these kids is more important to me than anything. Like, I want to be there at every step of the way to show them how great they are. Like, the kids are the future. That's why I try my best to focus. I do the America Big Sister event every year with Trajil Wade, which is Dwayne Wade's sister. She does it in Chicago. So I try to do as many kid events as possible as far as teaching wise. I work over in Maywood teaching at their program as well to the kids. So that's a thing for me. That's a huge thing. That's why the motivational speaking is so important. We got to get our kids back, but we're not going to get them back by doing this. We're going to get them back by doing this. I hear you. I see you. And I believe in you. Yes, they need that. Even though that sounds kind of white if somebody wants to say that. But right now, the kids need some loving. They need somebody to say that they're important. They got too many things where the kids are being told that they don't matter, or that, oh, you're just a kid, sit down. No, these kids are smarter than these adults. So let them feed that and let them show how great they are.
Yeah. Especially, when we were kids, there was always, oh, you ain't got no feelings. Okay. A kid couldn't say, oh, you getting on my nerves. You ain't got no nerves for somebody getting out. We were quick to tell kids what they don't have. In this particular world today, no, kids got everything, honey. They got a whole different set of challenges that we don't
Mm-hmm.
even realize that kids deal with on a day-to-day basis. You know, until we come home and if you talk with your kids, you'll start to understand it. But if you start to pay attention to the kids in your community, that may not be yours because the village has become the villain now. So we don't have that village. It takes a village to raise a child syndrome anymore. But if you pay attention to the kids, you see exactly what peril we are in. You can see that. You can see when you have parents who pay attention to their kids who don't give them or utilize their talents. Kids are very talented. If you don't persuade them to utilize their gifts, then they fall by the wayside. They get sucked into everywhere else, and they get cultivated in other talent that you didn't think that they had, but those talents get cultivated into other areas, and then next thing you know, bam, we have what we have.
And they're lost. That's what I try to pride myself. My mom was good at letting me try everything, and she never made me feel like a failure. And though I don't personally have kids, I want to make sure that any kid that comes into contact with me, that I let them know that nothing you try makes you a failure. If you're not good at, that's okay, you tried it. Now let's try
Right.
something.
Exactly. Right. This one just wasn't for you. You know, you tried it, you realized either you didn't like it or you liked it and you realize, no, okay. You know, and that there is what the spice of life is, honey. Every now and again, honey, everybody's claim they can cook macaroni and cheese, honey, but listen, you know a good macaroni and cheese from a box macaroni and cheese, honey, okay?
Exactly. Just like I thought that I could sing, but I can't. But I keep trying.
But you tried it though. You're like, okay. I love it. I love it. Okay, now before we get over here to Miss Brandy, honey, aka Miss Big Red, honey, let everybody know where they can find you. Tell us again what this weekend is, and the award ceremony. Can give us all of that because I want to celebrate you, sister, because your testimony is powerful, and you didn't really get into the details of it. Just a little bit that you were able to this here is just really the tea on what it is to move folks beyond the needle. And the important piece here that I want folks to really catch is, yes, I had a setback, but damn it, that didn't stop me. Even when
Exactly.
I thought it was supposed to, it didn't. And I'm still moving forward. In fact, the setback set me up for this. Ah,
Yeah, exactly.
you understand? So catch that.
that's, that's you. You know what? You hit the nail on the head. The setback set me up for greatness because
Yeah.
it sometimes when, like I said, we don't listen to ourselves. So God made me sit down
Mm.
so that I could really listen. And now that I'm listening, this weekend is going to be great. So all of you out there that are tapped in, make sure you guys come out to the UMA Worldwide Music Awards. It will be at the legendary Ford Hall in Hapeville, Georgia. We want to see you there. Red carpet starts at 5 p.m. So come and hang out with us. It's going to be a movie. It's going to be a movie that you don't want to miss out. Then get back to Chicago, and my magazine, the December issue, comes out December 21st. So make sure you guys tap into that. That's the business magazine, BIZNESS magazine. And you guys can catch me Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. on 1073 VIP. Download the app. Tune in with me. Also, you can go to Roku and check out my talk show. It's called Live, Liv, because I'm living. And I like to tap in with powerful women that are living. I'm trying to figure out how bosses live. So tap in, tap in, tap in. And then, of course, you guys know on Sunday nights, you can catch me on 106.3. But we got a lot of stuff going on. I'm getting ready to set up a seminar for some motivational speaking. If anybody's looking for brand development or business development, please get in my inbox. I would love to help you. And the sky is the limit right now. I'm ready to be booked. So if you, I don't care what city, what state, what country you are, I do got my passport and I am ready to come and work with you. So I'm that girl Olivia on Instagram _CA because I'm from Cali, baby. So THAT girl Olivia, everything spelled correctly. On Facebook, it's Olivia Shiel, as well as the fan page is that girl Olivia. TikTok, that girl, everything that girl Olivia. It's about consistency, right? So everything has to be the same. Or if you want to do it simple, just Google me, baby. I'm Googleable.
Ah, okay. Just Google me, baby. Huh. That's it. Right. Okay. I love it.
And I want to be able to set up to get you on my show. So we got to make sure we
Yes,
set that
we'll
up.
talk.
Yes.
We'll talk. Okay. All right. Girl, I'm so excited for you. I'm so
Thank you.
excited. And wow. Wow. This is really big. This is really big. And you've just poured into me just on the whole thing of the setback, what to set up for everything that's coming. So that's real good, sis. That's real good. And from me to you, baby, listen, whatever that is, honey, neck up, honey. Okay. Neck up, baby.
Okay.
Neck
I
up,
love it.
honey. Boom. And stay on your road. Understand that if the journey and the destination is where all of the fun is, the journey is the fun, the destination is just the outcome. But as soon as you make it home, you know how when you get home, you're home for a minute, but then okay, I got to do something, I got to get ready to do something. Then it starts the next journey. So honey, just be consistent, as you said, with everything that it is. Stay on your brand. As your brand expands, you will know exactly what fits and what doesn't. And you will also know how to stay true to you. Everything must be true to you, because if it don't fit, you must have quit, honey. Let it go.
I love it. I love it.
All right. Now, Miss Big Red, come on up in here, girl.
I come, baby. Come on.
Come on up in here, girl. Okay, hold on.
Can you
There
hear
we
me?
go. Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
So, what was that for you, my darling? How is it coming back into the fold, girl? You out here in these
You know
Atlanta?
what? It's hard.
Okay.
First off, before I start, I want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for getting us in. I really appreciate this. And I want to publicly say to my friend, y'all heard me say my friend, sister friend,
Okay.
family friend, that I am very proud of you, that girl Olivia, and I believe in that you're gonna pass the stars. And hey, whether I'm there or not, I want to see you win, baby. So keep going.
I heard that.
Hey, the
Yeah.
sky is the limit. Matter of fact, you're going further than the sky. So I want to put
Okay.
that out there.
Okay. Dig that. Dig that. Dig that.
But how does it feel coming back? It feels scary. It feels
Okay.
scary.
Okay.
I don't feel like I lost my place because I've already accomplished getting my name out there
Dig that.
all the way to Atlanta. You feel me?
Right.
So,
All right.
but it's a little scary. I come back different, emotionally, mentally, physically. So it's a challenge, but challenge is good and change is good. So I'm not complaining about it. I'm embracing it. Coming back this time, as Olivia was speaking earlier, I'm not a perfect person, but I'm learning how to be obedient. You know what I'm saying? And not just move off of impulse and emotions. And because I feel like this is the right opportunity, I'm actually allowing God to place me in places or place people in my life that actually need to be there and not just there.
Ooh, okay, now let's go right there. Right there. Because as a manager, as a promoter, you're trying to build a brand. You got folks that want to latch on, and they want to be down with you and carrying on and this, that, and the other. And you're like, okay, let me see what you got. Okay, you working with something. Okay, we can work this. We can work it. But then, after the representative leave, honey. Right. Okay, right. Just pause. Just
It's the
pause.
difference.
Just pause. The representative leaves, and then their work ethic is not what it is. You realize that they don't really have the you or the business or the company's best interest at heart. You realize that they're just takers and not givers. You know,
Well, as far
now
as
that we're
my
here,
artists, as far
we
as my
do.
art, can you hear me, Meach? Because you sound low.
Yeah, I got you. Do I? Am I good?
Yes, I can't hardly hear you. I'm hearing you off the.
Oh,
Hold on.
okay. Wait a minute. Hold
Let's
on.
fix this so they can hear what I got to say.
No, we hear you good.
Am I
We
good?
hear.
Okay. So first off, shout out to my artist, Prince Egypt the artist, and Passion Dreamer 515. Also salute to Songbird on her journey. Um, I met a lot of people in this business. And you know what, even the bad ones are the ones that I feel like was not a good connection for me. I feel like it was a divine connection for me. You know what I'm saying? So we wouldn't know that we're making a mistake until we make a mistake. You know, we won't know that we made a good decision until we get good results. So having discernment is something that you can try to do, but it's hard when you work with a heart. See, I work with a heart, and a lot of people say that's a problem for me. You know what I'm saying? But I work with a heart. So a lot of times working with a heart, it can bring you a lot of things that you least expect, a lot of disappointments that you feel like you shouldn't receive. But
Right.
I embrace it all because it builds character, and it has been building me for years. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world. I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world.
Okay.
Right now, I'm going through the process of understanding who I am all over again because I'm different. You know,
Okay.
I come with a lot more different things to bring. And
Uh-huh.
I even walk different. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like I
Oh
really
yeah.
find myself walking different.
Right. Right.
My confidence has not changed at all, but I suffer from PTSD now. So it
Okay.
causes me to be a little bit like, hold on, wait a minute, what's going
Right.
on?
Right.
Something like
Right.
that. Um, that's why I advocate now for mental illness. You know, after
Mhm.
losing children to gun violence, losing your mom, friends, and all that back to back in less than 3 years, it changes people, you
Yeah.
know, and it
Yeah.
changed me for the better because this is my rebirth season, you know, and
Okay.
I'm just waiting it out. It's
Okay.
not going to be a 9-month process here. There's not 9 months and then it's a baby born. This is a total process. So
Right.
whenever this rebirth that God is building me and taking me on, whether, like I said, the people are good or bad, I'm taking it in like, thank you. You know,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. Dig that. Dig that. Okay. And you and I have that in common. I lost my son and my mom just every 2 years ago. You know, 2021 has been the year that every month of the year I lost someone, very
Yes.
close to me. I lost another one of my sons in 2019. It has just
With
been a
me, with
whirlwind.
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a whirlwind. At the same time, though, I'm trying to keep your mind together. I'm trying to stay abreast of who you are, knowing that life still goes on. We still got to take care of everything around here. But something, you still have to deal with something ain't the same, but yet. How was that like for you of saying, you know what? Exhale, I can do this and still move forward. How are you able to move forward?
How was I able to do it? God. That's all I
Ah,
got to say. God. Man, God. That's 3 letters. Um,
okay.
I don't go to church, but my mom was an apostle, you know. But
Okay.
before she was an apostle, she was a dope fiend. You
How
hear me?
about
So I
that?
had the best of both worlds. You
Uh-huh.
understand me? So I watched God
Okay.
take somebody from the guttermost and put them to the uttermost. So I know it's possible. You hear me? So when it come down to now to my generation, and I'm looking at these things that's happening, I'm not shameful about them. I walk proud in every
Come,
downfall, in every
come on
delay,
now.
You hear me?
Come on now.
Look, we going to church. We about to go to church. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just this right here is the moment where I decide whether I go this way or that way. Because it'll be easy for me to ball up and just say, the hell with everything.
Right,
and everybody will understand that. You know what I'm saying? That would be the easiest thing to do. But I choose to keep moving forward, whether I'm taking baby steps or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't have this huge company. I don't have this amazing bank account. I don't have these super dope investors yet. I don't have those things yet. They're coming. They're coming. Right. The big house, the keys is coming. You know what I'm saying? The perfect career is coming. Because although I set forth to do entertainment, that might not be what my promise is. You know what I'm saying? I've been redirected in the last 4 years. A lot of people don't know these things about me, but I work hard in impacting against gun violence, domestic violence. You know, I do a lot of things that I don't post because they're private and they're dealing with families and different situations. So I can't post that like I post Bigredd Entertainment stuff. But I've been fortunate enough to help pay for funerals for over 20-some families. You know what I'm saying? Last year. And I'm just a regular girl from Inglewood. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's just it. I am enjoying the comeback from the pain. I'm enjoying it. Because guess what? Like I said, I'm not standing by myself. God has kept me standing all this time. And when I thought I was going to lose my man, he gave it back. Boom. When I thought I was going to lose my voice, he made me louder. You know, when I thought I was getting dark, he made me bright. You feel me? So I'm just like, wow. Now I understand what the older seniors and I was talking about. You know, the goodness and the grace and the mercy of God. You know, and like I said, I don't go to church. Church is within me. I have a personal relationship with him. And I trust him in every step of the way. That don't mean I don't worry. I worry just like everybody else. I'm human. But I trust him and his divine order and direction for Brandy Martin and Big Red. Because them are two different people.
Say it. Say it.
Them are two different people. Same body, but two different people, two different mindsets, two different lives. Brandy Martin's up for real hurt. She go through real life stuff. You know what I'm saying? Big Red has to stand in her lane and stand her ground, like you said, being a woman in a male-dominant industry. I can never lose my cool. I seem to be unbalanced even when I am. Right. But that's what makes me different. I show that anyway. I'm very transparent. When I'm weak, I'm weak. When I'm strong, I'm strong. Okay. Boom. When I can't take no more and it's overwhelming, the doors is closing, that's just what it is.
It's what it is. Listen, I tell folks all the time, I said Superman end up going back to the Fortress of Solitude. Wonder Woman take her ass back to Paradise Island every now and again because they need to regroup. Okay. They got to go back home and they have to regroup. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's not to say it just means that, hey, I need a break. Let me get it. Boom. And let's move forward. What do you see? Oh, wait a minute. You probably just answered that because you just said, you know, right now, entertainment may not be the wheelhouse, even though that's what I set out to be. God got me doing something else.
The promise could have changed.
Yes. Now, sister.
I'm more in, I love to entertain people. I love to talk. I love to hear myself talk. But I would rather impact lives.
Right.
Even if it's just one out of a million.
Right.
Mission complete. I don't look to see, I'm enjoying this ride, but I don't look to see my name in lights now. I look to see my name in lights after the dirt is over my face. I see someone walking up on my son at 70 and telling them, hey, we seniors now, but back then, your mama, she did this and helped me do this. Even if it was something small or big, however it is. Right. And that's how I look at it. Like, you know, I handle the big things like they're small things, the small things like they're big things. So I never lose focus. I be ungrateful about nothing God has given me. Okay. Including the pain. I ain't no different than nobody else, Meach.
Come on now.
I ain't no different. Why should I feel some type of way? I'm not the only mother that lost a kid. I'm not the only person that lost a parent. You know what I'm saying? So I'm standing in the gap for those who have lost and those who potentially will.
Right.
And I'm okay with that.
And it's cool because and you know, to accept that responsibility, to accept that is a gift. And also it's an honorable work, because oftentimes folks get lost in that. You know, Pastor Shirley Caesar, she said that and this is Shirley Caesar. Well, she said when her mother died, she lost it. She said, I lost my mind. And whatever her faith was in God at that moment, it was challenged. And we're talking about the mother of gospel music, honey. Okay, Miss Hope, my mule, let me shout. But it shows us how human we are, and that we all are connected in that way. Pain is pain. One thing we all know is that we all are going to experience pain, and somebody's going to be there in the gap to be like, hey, baby, listen, let me help you through this. Let me guide you through it. I may not know it the way you know it, but I know what that is. Or I understand pain. Okay, you need some space. I'll give you some space. You just let me know how I could come in. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. If I just need to brush your hair, honey, if you just need to eat, honey, I'll make a big pot of soup in a hole. We'll put it in the refrigerator. If you're not ready to eat, okay. But to stand in that gap, you know, and then to take the message to let other people know, you know, listen, we are more alike than we are different, honey. Because right now, just as you said, I'm not the only one who lost a child.
I'm not.
Okay, I'm not the only one who lost a parent. I'm not the only one, you know. And then it's more to come, because, honey, as life goes around and Earth still revolves on its axis, it's going to happen. So, honey, listen, my story is my story. But we come together, let me amplify your story. You tell yours, and we can sit up there and get a bond together. But like, you ain't got to go through that pain alone. You ain't got to go through that alone. And then we could amplify our kids and be like, hey, we could turn this into a positive. The strength of us can make the world be a whole different place. You know,
A totally different place.
I love that.
And you know, somebody has to stand in the gap for somebody. You know, often people say that's because we've been taught so long to be strong, be strong, be strong. Never let them see you weak. Never let them. To be weak is to be, you know, just down.
Right.
No, not at all. I used to think that way. I don't think that way anymore. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I just feel like everything, even in the bad things that have happened, some great things have came out of it.
Yeah.
You know, I brought attention to Chicago. You know, I was able to bring the magazine company here. The New York Times came here and interviewed me. The only family in the city of Chicago, but I stood and I told my story and I represented Chicago.
Right.
And it brought attention. I brought attention to the mayor in Chicago.
Right.
Not just for my child that died, but for every child that has shed blood on the streets of Chicago. Whether it was a spouse, an auntie, an uncle, a grandmother, a cousin, a friend, whatever it was, I brought that light and that attention. I'm kind of feeling like I'm the pain whisperer around here. You know what I'm saying? Look, don't laugh, bitch. I knew I was gonna make you laugh, but I'm feeling like the pain whisperer around here. You know. Look, you laughing, but I'm so serious. That's what I feel like, because everything that's been surrounding me been nothing but pain. Okay. For the most part, that's been brought to the light. You know what I'm saying? And now I feel like this time for me to show them how I balance it out.
Yeah.
I'm not fully out the dark, but I ain't fully in either.
Listen, you know, I tell folks, we were talking about the light at the end of the tunnel. You can see the light and it's bright as hell. But at the same time, you still got to go through the tunnel, because you got to still get to it. You know what I'm saying? So the journey through the tunnel is still the journey through the tunnel, even though you see the light. The light is saying, okay, yes, I see my hope. I know I can get out this motherfucker, but but I still got to get through this tunnel. And I'm up to my knees in mud and water and whatever. Man. But I can come out of this. But the light is the second come out, but I still got to get through this tunnel. And folks like you and everybody who had that mindset of, listen, Let me guide you to just follow my voice, pain whisperer. Follow my voice. Come this way. Come this way. You may not be able to see in the dark, but come on. I'm right here, baby. Come on through. Come on through. We got you. We got you. I got your bottled water right here. I know you're thirsty. Okay, you're not ready to eat yet. We got food waiting on you. Come on. Whatever that is, we can do that. Yeah, that's real good. That's real good. That's real
Yeah,
good.
you know, you're feeling some type of way in the middle of your thoughts, and God tell you to don't mind his business. Get out of his business. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Get out of his business. I'm his business.
Boom. Right. Okay. That part. So now
that makes you feel some type of way, don't
it? It does. You know, especially
as humans, we push for what we want.
Exactly.
And God see different. And when we intervene, we can cause a collision. There's warning before there's destruction.
Especially when many of us have that WWJD spirit. What would Jesus do? And we try to be the perfect Christian and always want to get in and help and always wanted this and always wanted that. But oftentimes we get in God's way. You know, because we're so busy trying to put our hands on it, we get in the way. And there are moments where God has to move us out of the way so that some paths got to go down in order for God to get their attention. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it.
And I ain't fighting it, Meach. Take me in, look, drag me through the mud, pull me out wholly, and completely put me all back together again. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. Okay. That is exactly how I'm feeling.
So, baby, you down here with that girl, Olivia? Okay, I feel you on it. You know what? I think I'm gonna join you with that one. Okay, right? Drag me, honey. Okay, just get me out of it.
Yeah,
but drag me here with that girl, Olivia, baby. Okay. What does this mean for you? Okay, the Frenager. What does this mean for you?
What does it mean to be a Frenager? Well, I will tell you something. They say opposites attract. We have a lot in common, but we are totally opposite. And I think it's dope when her strong points and I'm weak in some areas, or she's weak in some areas and I'm strong in some. We don't judge each other off that. It's a balance. It's literally real support. It's real support. You know what I'm saying? It's like most opportunities that people get, people harbor things. They don't want to share important information. They don't want to help you. Right. They don't want to put you in a position that you can be picked out of a crowd. So to be down here, you know what I'm saying, with her, to experience, I'm telling you, my eyes are baggy from crying. I just sat on the bed with Louis Gossip Jr. I got a signed book. You know what I'm saying? He just spoke life into us. We just prayed with him. That experience I will never forget. And the fact that she allowed to bring me on to experience that journey with her, that's like, I've learned a lot even from this trip, and we've been friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But things like that don't happen. This is the second interview for today. She had an interview this morning. She brought me on the interview. I talked to Red last night. Then here you come calling. You know what I'm saying? And I said, this is God, and it's just showing me. You know what I'm saying? Now we're able. 2 interviews. And we both been heard, both been seen. And as you see, I stood down. I haven't even talked about too much or nothing but my comeback as a person. Not even the entertainment like that. I'm going to get to that, though, because I need y'all to go check these movies out on Tubi. I definitely need y'all to do that. I'm currently in production. But I just want to show her that women can inspire each other. We can still agree to disagree. We can still choose to live totally 2 different lives and all that, but still be each other's backbone, our ear,
support. That's right.
Our safety net. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah.
So that's why I was so happy about my connection that I made years ago with you, was able to put us here today. And you get a chance to meet that girl, Olivia. She get a chance to meet you. She get a chance to share her story and the happy things that is happening for her. I'm grateful. Like this.
Okay.
We had a whole talk while I was on the toilet before we left to come down here. And she just really manifested some things. And they've been coming to life. And on the road here, we were talking about some things, and we have gotten confirmation of everything we discussed in that 10 hours of coming here.
Wow.
Shout out to Dodie. Dodie called me and told me it was a blessing down here.
Okay.
And it's definitely been that. You know, it's definitely been that. And I'm truly grateful, you know, to another woman that's in the business that does not everything that you do, but similar things, and we still stand strong together. That's dope.
Okay, exactly. So now let's talk about these movies, girl, because you know Tubi done became the deal now. What's going on
Tubi
with
is
Tubi?
the thing.
Okay. Tubi
Okay. So shout out to Breezy. I'm already in a part of the game that's been on Tubi for over a year now. Also in a new movie that just dropped with Bo Deal and Mike Epps, and also Breezy Entertainment as well, called Just Like That. I played Blue the Crackhead. That's the last role that dropped for me this March. But I am currently filming in 3 different productions as we speak. Shout out to Billy Ray Valentine. I'm starring in a new movie, Billy, that is coming as well to Tubi and other streams as well. Also to Boji Sims and William Gates, because I'm currently filming my first scary movie.
Oh.
So I'm happy about that. Oh my God. It's just like, it's been a blast. And like just when you think you're at the end or you're at a stuck point, there's so many doors and opportunities just come open. Like I've never been ever with more than one script at a time. I've been balancing scripts for the couple of months to the point I don't even know who I am sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I want to turn around, talk to the shoulder. But I've been doing it. It's been happening.
Good.
And successfully. And I'm just grateful. You know, I'm working more and focusing more on me, though. This time, it's about me.
Okay, so you're the artist. How about that?
Hey, I am the artist. I am a work of art. Look, Meach gonna throw his hands up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We are a work of art.
That's right.
Guess what? Just because we get dirty don't mean we ain't clean. Now that's gonna mess a lot of people up, and for those in the back.
I know. That girl, brand that.
You know what I'm saying?
T-shirt. That's a T-shirt.
Man, you say I should market that. You heard that, Liv, right? But just, and I want people, and I mean that so sincerely. My eyes watered up as I said that. Just because you dirty don't mean you ain't clean.
That's right.
And God would take the lowest person at their lowest point and raise them in a place that they never imagined. I'm talking about something that ain't no money can get you.
That's right.
This some money can't buy this.
That's right.
That elevation that God gives you when it's time for you to go, when it's time for you to walk in what He say it's time to walk in and move the way you want. Ain't no bank accounts, no networks, none of that. Got nothing to do with that. Okay. So today I'm trusting in that movement. I don't care about no connects. I love to have them. Don't get me wrong, but I don't care about that because God gonna put the right people in my life today.
Exactly, because what's mine is mine. What's yours is yours. Okay.
I don't want nothing that don't Meach.
Girl,
I don't want it.
You know,
I don't want nobody else's man. I don't want nobody else's garbage. I ain't gonna be nobody's doormat.
See,
I don't want nobody's leftovers.
See,
I don't want none of that.
Right. If it ain't mine, it
none
ain't
of that.
mine.
I just want what's for me.
See, exactly.
That's it.
Let the folks know how they can get in touch with you, girl.
Every freaking where. No, I'm just joking. Y'all can touch with me. I am Googleable. We all are Googleable. We are Googleable. But you can catch me on Facebook as Brandy Martin. That's Brandy with a Y. My Instagram is followmysmile_RED. That is the only social media site with 1 D because it's 2 Ds the long way. You can catch me on Bigredd. That's BIGREDDENT. I have a page for that as well. I'm also on Bling. I'm also on YouTube. You can catch me. Google me. You're going to catch me anywhere. Somewhere running my mouth in Chicago or Atlanta. Catch me anywhere. Catch me on Big Meach page. Catch me on your page.
There we
go. Follow me on your
understand.
page. You know, go to Meach page and follow.
Okay, there you go, right there. You know, this has been love, honey. I thank you guys for coming on in.
All love.
I'm glad that we were able to accommodate you while you're in town, which is always easy because it's my shit. So hell, okay, break it. All you gotta say, bitch, I need a gig. All right, let's put it together. And I'm wonderful.
Look, you heard your name, Big Meach, right?
Okay.
So when I can get a call and Big Meach call and say, let's go.
Right, let's do it.
I already made it. You hear me?
Okay, boom. And then you
I already made it.
Okay. Baby, I thank y'all so
I love
much
you and thank you.
I love you more. Mwah. Okay, and baby, we done dropped so much stuff in here, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna give the audience just a little bit more. And we're gonna call that grace. But thank you. Y'all. Wow.
And shout out to my brother from another mother, Big Red, also with 2 D's. Okay. I love him. Thank you so much for always being a blessing and a connector. Thank you so much. Mad love and mad respect to him and sister.
Okay. All right, baby. Listen, y'all get ready. Get some downtime in and carry on because tomorrow is the day, baby. Ha. Okay.
And you are actually coming out. We have invited you out to come and celebrate with us and enjoy your time. Only thing you got to do is put your clothes on and show up.
Okay. Okay. And I'm sitting here thinking, what am I gonna wear? Okay. And I think I got it. I
will see you at the Yays, baby, because that's the place to be tomorrow.
Okay.
And I hope to see you tonight. I'm going to call you once we get off of here. Once again, God bless you. God bless your platform. God bless everything you touch. I pray that God gives you all your desires. And he brings you peace as well.
Okay, now. I receive all of that.
Hey, we receive it together. Hey. Amen.
Okay. Thank you, baby. All right, tea sippers, crumpet dunkers, tea brewers, pot stirrers, tea leaf readers, and my tea baggers, honey. Y'all have just been listening to, this is the one and only Miss Brandy Bond, aka Bigredd Ent, honey. And also, that girl Olivia, honey. Ha! Okay.
That
and they
girl
gave it all to us, okay.
Love y'all. Keep sharing and supporting the channel.
Okay. I'm going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back in a minute. All right. Be bold. Be unique. Be the tea. With a unique body oil fragrance from the Sensuality Fragrance Collection. The Sensuality Collection embodies a unique array of customized original scents created by Big Meach. Indulge yourself in such fragrances as eye candy, foreplay, anticipation, shower fresh, naked beauty, or pay homage to the motherland and choose an oil from our exclusive Wakanda collection. Over 17 different scents that will tantalize your senses. Order yours today. Log on to www.dishingtea.com for more information. Because remember, it's all about the tea. Sensuality, that is. Angelo Ellerby, the Henry Higgins of hip-hop, is the founder, president, and CEO of Double Exposure Media Relations. Double Exposure Media Relations is a full-service public relations, marketing, and artist development firm specializing in publicity, photography, artist promotion and artist development, makeup artistry, event production, and EPK development. Celebrating over 45 years in the industry, Angelo believes that a culture that does not take care of nor respect its artists is a culture that leaves nothing behind to appreciate. Let Angelo help you make dollars and cents of the entertainment industry. Contact Double Exposure Media Relations at 201-224-6570. That's 201-224-6570. Welcome to Alo Nana. Treat yourself to the luxurious experience of having all-natural shea butter soaps and body balms that will soften, radiate, and even exfoliate your skin. Alo Nana products are designed with you in mind to promote overall health and wellness the way that nature intended. No dyes, no colors, no chemicals. Just pure love, like receiving a hug from grandma. Get your Alo Nana today. Contact Aunt Nikki on IG or call 267-629-1364. Hello, Nana, building a legacy, not a letdown.
I'm gonna put this on the YouTube. I'm gonna put this on the YouTube. Hey, Demetrius, what's going on, Demetrius? Dennis Taylor, what's going on, Big Meach? They call me Big Meach. Larry Hoover. That's right.
That's my sister, Miss T.S. Madison, honey. Shout me out, baby. How are you? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Did y'all enjoy that segment, honey? I had such a great time with them, honey. Brandy, Miss Bigredd Entertainment, honey, and that girl Olivia, honey, doing that thing. They're down here in Atlanta, and they're going to be doing the UMA Awards tomorrow, darling. And they gave me an invite, so we're going to get over there and see them and things of that nature, baby. But before we get up out of here, I wanted to play something for you guys because it sparked a lot of controversy online, and I want to give my take on it real quick. Okay, as quickly as I can. And we're going to call that grace. So take a look at this.
Because I slept with a few dudes in the past in college does not mean you're going to sit there and call the wedding off. It was in college. Right now, no. Right now, college. It was in college. Oh, for the love of God. It was in college. It was in college. You act like you were never curious before. You never messed around with. I'm a good man. Any woman will want a man like me. Any woman will want a man like me. Like me. So you go ahead and try to throw me away. You go ahead and try. You go ahead and try. Like I said, let me tell you something. You will never find another man like me. You will never find another man like me. You're judging me. And that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. For what? For what? College. I'm a different man now. Serious. You're not serious. It's not finished. 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 It's because I can be. Because you're judging me. Because I slept with a few guys in my past.
And we are back. Now, how many of y'all have seen that particular clip? That's from On Site, their IG page. So let me make sure we credit them On Site on their Instagram page. And this here has sparked a lot of controversy about what's happening here. And I was listening to my sister T.S. Madison on her show, and she was explaining about her take on the idea of preference versus homophobia or homo. I hope Giselle got to say it. You know, the term homomesia, okay, because the suffix mesia means hatred. Okay, phobia means fear, mesia means hatred, and most folks are not. They ain't scared of gay folks or whatever. Most of it is about a hatred kind of thing or a strong dislike. Okay, and in this particular case, listening to this, you know, brought about a bunch of things for me, and I'm gonna tell you what I heard in all of that. Okay, it was the way old boy kept saying, "You're judging me," and that was back in college. I'm a different man now, and how emphatic he was. What any woman would want a man like me. Okay, and for whatever reasons, what's in my head is that this guy has became some kind of born again Christian or started following the teachings of traditional Christianity. And I believe that this here was his plea of wanting to say he was right with God and this, that, and the other. Okay. Now we could speculate about whatever, you know, as far as he should have said this in the beginning and this, that, and the other. Why wait until, you know, y'all about to get married? Because apparently there was a proposal somewhere, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. the whole idea of that, it just sounds like this here was his last efforts of wanting to say that he was straight, he was changed, he was delivered, he was this, he was that, because he has a girlfriend and now a fiance, and she calls off the wedding because she finds out that not only did he slept with a guy, he said a few guys. Okay, so that there raises the point. If a man comes to you, ladies, and is honest about his past, would you let him have his honesty? Or do you feel as though he is taking away your choices? Because he could have just shut his mouth up, like a lot of guys do, who still end up fucking around on their wives after they got married and carrying on. They fuck around and, you know, still live this double life or whatever. And here you go, 25 years later, y'all done got married, done had kids, raised a family, whatever. Then you find out that he's been living a double life. Would you rather that, or would you rather this, to where, you know, it comes to pass that y'all had this conversation or whatever? But I guess here's another question. At what point do you start asking the questions? Because see, nowadays a lot of us still are afraid to have those kind of conversations. When we talk about, when was the last time you had an HIV test? Okay, are you straight, gay, bi, tri, pan? You know, fluid. You know, because now that language is part of our lexicon, now are we able to have those kinds of discussions, or do we sit back and just allow these things to happen through osmosis and thinking that, oh my God, because I'm in love and because he treats me this or she treats me that way, you know, oh, he's a man of God. I met him in church. And, you know, I don't know why. I don't know why that always comes up every time I hear that. I'm like, that don't mean nothing. Just because they are a man of God. Do y'all know how many preachers, pastors, deacons, and can have been tipping? That doesn't save the world right there. So when are these conversations good to come up? Especially during the first wave of dating. Because listen, according just in this little snippet that we got, that's only a minute and 5 seconds. Okay. Just in that 1 minute and 5 seconds, we realized that they've been engaged. She called off the wedding. Okay. So y'all had to been together for a little piece of time, to where you never had this kind of conversation about each other's pasts. And why is it that, now here's another question. See, whenever you get to talk about each other's past, isn't it funny that a man would never want to hear that his woman have been with another man ain't got nothing to do with him now. Ain't got nothing to do with him now. But before she met you, she had a past. Why do men get upset about that? And then here's the flip side. If she had relations with another woman in her past, would she have been given a pass? Because it has been seen, it has been shown, and I know we live in different times or whatever, but this particular thing here is true. Men get a kick, straight men, heterosexual men, males who are attracted sexually to females, okay, get a kick out of thinking that they can have a harem, because they figure that if their girl is down with getting with another woman, somewhere down the line, I can make this happen, have this three-way, have this whatever. You know, and you can be big man on campus and create this whole fantasy situation. Okay. Now it's okay for her to have her thing if she had another relationship with another female. But the dude, you know, he experimented or whatever. Now it's all bets are off. Okay. Y'all heard me say this on the show a lot of times, honey. Men are not afforded the luxury of having to experiment. Men are not afforded the luxury of understanding their bodies, because the pleasure points are the same, just that men don't know what turns them on for the most part. And all the things that are trigger parts and carrying on A man won't discover those unless he's with another man, because a woman won't think to do that to a man unless she's been experienced or she done learned from somebody else. Usually it's a gay man that they're told her to do X, Y, and Z. Or watching porn, okay, and those kinds of things. Why is it that these kind of conversations doesn't go on? Because as far as I'm concerned, they were both in the wrong. Yeah, I said it, both of them. Because why would you wait to this long, the man, mister, before telling her about your particular do-wah-diddies and do osmosis? See, you thought that either she wasn't going to know or whatever, maybe, and I don't think he told her. I think she said she found out. Okay. But now, why wasn't she the one during the dating process found out more about him? What makes him tick? What was his college days like? You know, you went to college. What was that like for you? You know, because the sex questions have to come up somewhere. What you like, what you don't like, honey. Because see, a lot, especially now, when folks are into this whole thing of reclaiming their virginity or whatever, I want to go in and I want us not to have sex or whatever because we're going to get married. So let's wait a while until the wedding day or whatever the case may be. And they're trying to reclaim all of that, right? And have a whole symbolic spiritual awakening to their marriage. So what is that? When did you have the conversation to say, this is part of my past. This is who I am. This is something that I look forward to. It was an experimentation for me, you know, and it is it, because now, according to that particular clip, he said that happened in his college days. Now, we don't know how long ago that was because they look rather young to me. So I don't know what that was, right? So what does this mean? Okay. What does this mean? Why is it that these particular kind of conversations are not had? What makes us as humans afraid to have the difficult conversations? Is it just simple fear of rejection and ridicule? Are we afraid to have someone look at us, you know, and scrutinize our past behaviors? You know, when was the last time you dated somebody, you said, okay, let's go get an HIV test together? When was the last time you said that? Okay. Heterosexual people, I'm going to challenge y'all too. When was the last time that you said that to your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend? Hey, let's go get an HIV test together. Especially now, y'all can do the rapid test. It's going to take about 20 minutes. Especially if you're sexually active. Especially if we're in the era of we're going to raw dog it. Do you even still have the conversation of if you're on the pill or not because we don't want to have kids? See, these are the hard conversations that we have to start having. And I know a lot of us don't feel that we want to have those conversations. When have you ever asked someone, are you transsexual or not? And ladies, would you feel offended if someone asked you that? Oh, y'all quiet up in here. Y'all quiet. Would you feel offended if someone asked you, are you transgender? Because nowadays we have to ask these questions, especially if we're going to be dating. Oh, y'all quiet. Okay. I just want to throw that out there just so that we can have some kind of conversation on it. Okay, just so we can have some conversation. Drina came up and, hey, Miss Drina, baby, how are you? Okay. Ronnie, hey, good evening, Ronnie. I don't open my legs either, and I have a mixed cloud show. It may be a little busy. It may be a little but it's all mine. Okay, that's what she was trying to say. Okay. What we got here? Good evening. Okay, hey. I just bought me, oh, okay, a Roland in a year after practicing real good, I'll send. Okay, well, what you say now? Groove, you all up in here, baby. Okay, okay. Well, I wanted to just send y'all that have that particular discussion for a minute because I wanted to see what was going on, and just throw that out there so that we can start this particular conversation. Because oftentimes, you know, when we get into this little world of what's going on, and it comes down to relationships. I don't know. Oftentimes, you know, we just don't take into consideration the world that we live in, and then get mad because we're not doing our part. You know, especially now when I know a while ago, women was always like, well, what's his credit score like? How you going? I watched it on, it was a BET shit, not BET, it was a TV one. And the girl was talking, how you going to date somebody with bad credit? I'm like, bitch, what? Okay, that's important to you. Why? Okay, are we going to do anything to help me get my credit on score or whatever? It had gold digging shit to me. The way how she put that somewhere, right? But I'm wondering, why is it that we are hesitant to have those kind of conversations? No, I'm straight and I'm a square when it comes to this shit. But when I do find him, I'd love to peanut butter him up. Shut up, bro. Hush up, Groove. So maybe he was lying about the time frame. Most people are afraid of being judged. That may be true. Wait a minute, I missed the first one. Hey, you, I'm just okay. Weather changing. Well, she said what college, I believe. Okay. Yeah, they were saying it was in college, and his college best friend and all this, that, and the other. And I am too, you know, about the lie. You know, he said that was back in college or whatever. But the thing is that here we are. He was being honest. He told her this before they got married. Or wait a minute. Let me replay it because I don't know. I got to remember if he told it to her or did it come out. Let me replay it, y'all. Let me replay it.
Because I slept with a few dudes in the past in college does not mean you're going to sit there and call the wedding off. It was in college. Right now, no. Right now, college. It was in college. Oh, for the love of God. It was in college. It was in college. You act like you never curious before. You never messed around with. I'm a good man. Any woman will want a man like me. Any woman will want a man like me. Like me. So you go ahead and try to throw me away. You go ahead and try. You go ahead and try. Like I said, let me tell you something. You will never find another man like me. You will never find another man like me. You're judging me. And that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. For what? For what? College. I'm a different man now. Serious. You're not serious. It's not finished. It's not finished. It's not finished. It's not finished. It's because I can be. Because you're judging me. Because I slept with a few guys in my past.
So, okay. It's unclear if she found out about it or if he told her. Okay. But, and she's harping on male best friend, and he said a few men in my past. Okay. And I'm going by words here. But, at this particular stage of the game, honey, her choice became, now that she found this out, she don't want to deal with nobody like that. And that's her choice. See, one of the things that we always say is, don't take away my choices. If you tell me about it up front, let me be the one to do this to another. Okay, give me my choice. Let me have the decision to this, that, and the third, right? But then it became that way. She said, why are you still here? He said, because I can be. And then it became like, now he's trying to put his foot down, like, okay, well, you just try to get rid of me. And no, you can't, you won't, you know, as if it was this plea for I can make you understand. And see, all of that stuff there had me to believe that whatever this was, if this is not a skit, now let me put that out there. If this is not one of these little skits, because everybody been trying to do these little acting little things and they make it sound like it's real. But if it's not a skit, this is actually a real to do. The whole idea of him sounding as if, to me, why it sound like he on this born again Christian thing, you know, and yeah, now he's trying to use her as his scapegoat to deliverance or whatever that's supposed to mean for him. That's what it sounds like to me. People will never tell a true number of past experiences, and if it's counting, and the fact that he never said you'll never do better. Ah, okay. What's a few? Exactly. Okay. That's not a plea. And there we have it. Okay. And there we have it. Because right, what is a few? Because a few means 3 or more, right? A couple means 2. Okay, few means 3 or more. So okay, interesting. And that was back in your college days. And how long ago was that? Okay. Right. What'd you say? That's a dare. Ah, okay. Like, right. Because he did say, you're not going to leave me, as if to say, I dare you to. Wait a minute. Didn't he say that? I dare you or something? You know? So be that as it may, honey. This is just, now that we have this thing called social media and we're looking at stuff from a different eye and we get, yes, I believe that. I believe that. Wait a minute, let me put that up there. Is it going to play? Come on. Wait a minute. Step toward a violent movement. Exactly. Because it did have that, baby. Like he was going to kick her ass if she thought about it, right? Yeah, it had all of that in there. So, very, 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 very interesting. But, all right. Say la vie. Say la vie. I just want to throw that y'all way right now. I'm finna get it. I've got to wrap back up again, honey. I like I said at the top of the show, I think it's a sinus infection. It's been bothering me the last couple of days. I took some Mucinex or whatever, and but I've been waking up with headaches, and that's been bothering me. I don't like when I wake up with a headache because it takes me all day to get over those kind of headaches, and it's been my whole entire head. And part of it, I do believe, is because I really need to get on my CPAP machine and sleep with it, because I think a lot of that may be oxygen deprivation when I'm sleeping, and et cetera, et cetera. So we got to do better with that, okay? But I'm going to wrap myself up. We got a long weekend to get through, and all of that. So having said all of those things, honey, I hope you enjoyed today's show. We're going to come back soon. I won't promise tomorrow because I'll be out with them and Carrie, and we got some things to do. But nonetheless, what I am going to do is I'm going to be keeping you guys updated. If you don't get a full dishing tea, you will be getting Big Meach moments, okay? Whether it's Big Meach moments from the computer or it's going to be Car Chronicles while I'm on my way to the donut factory, you will be getting them because, as I said, we're on this campaign trail, honey, and it's really something. It's really, really, really something, honey, okay? Okay. So that there will be that, okay? So having said all of that, honey, you may finish all of your crumpets, my darling, because the tea has been dished, and you've been dishing tea, darlings, right here with Big Meach, honey. If you love me, tell a friend, honey, but if you hate me, you can tell all of your motherfucking enemies, honey, because I want you guys to understand one thing, that everything that we're doing over here, everything that we're doing over here in any way, shape, style, form, and or fashion, honey, will move forward, okay? In the absence of my co-host, Minister Lavelle, aka Big Red, and Aunt Nikki, honey, who's still up in Philly at the moment, honey, we appreciate you. We thank you for coming on up in here with us and doing your thing and all of that. Wait, I don't never have this thing ready, right? So on that note, honey, woohoo! and scene.